Now from the banks of Lake Erie, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. Tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in prime time, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Cleveland Browns. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Blackman. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You talk about this Lions defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
A run now for the young man from Colorado. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return from the Detroit touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Browns 0.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. but that's great work with the ball in the air, never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They find some open field here. He's on his way.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sidelines will talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Let's go now. Press all 80.
Here's his 2nd and 7. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Ready.
Looking to throw. Blackman. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in the football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
That's the score. Lions 21, Browns nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over a first down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Cowboy 80.
They'll try it now with Harvey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Blackman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
Here we go. Shot. Cowboy 80.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Browns get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Browns 7.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Get up. Panthers, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Warriors, 70. Dragon, 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go.
They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Check smash, check smash. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ready? 18, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
So pass interference, the call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. Touchdown, Detroit. Torrey Horton, 47 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Come on, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 more yards there and another first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Scott.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Back to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now a give right side. It's Sutton. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Lions' 19-yard line.
Looking to throw. Blackman. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Blackman. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. 14 yards.
And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Browns 14.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Let's go now.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Back to throw now on first down.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 19 Lions. Trap 60. Trap 60.
He'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jameson Williams.
39 yards. as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And he knew he was going to take a shot in the pocket. He did, but he also found a way to get it into the end zone.
And that has to ease the pain a little bit of the shot he took, didn't it? Being able to throw it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Looking to put a drive together.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
Now a play fake here on first down. Open man, that's Bond. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
77.
Back to throw. Blackman. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Off the play fake. Blackman. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Derek Hall in there that time to get into the turf.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Panther 11. Panther.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. He'll try and do this himself. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Lions 35, Browns 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
He's airing it out for Williams. Well, he's got it inside the 10. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for Detroit. 58 yards.
Lions, first down. First and goal, Detroit.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
Let's go now. Cut it. 70 Lions.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
60 Vikings, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This is real simple. When you're in 5 wide receiver formation, you don't have a lot of time to dilly-dally back there. You've got to get the ball out with some dispatch, because a lot of the aggressive defensive teams in the league, they see 5 wide receiver sets, they're automatically bringing pressure.
And they brought the pressure. He held on to it a little too long. Winds up getting hit as he releases it. Open man here. Schwartz complete. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
It's now 4th and goal.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Here we go. Shot, go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up
19
3rd
tight,
and
19
1.
tight. Cougar 19.
Looking to throw.
Blackman.
And that's caught inside the 30. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
19 Lions.
26-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Warriors 70.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Come on, come on. Cowboy 80.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a third down.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Ready up.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
19.
Back to throw. Blackman. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Jordan Bell. And the Lions force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And he's got his man on the out route. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Quicker, 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his target. That's complete.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. And it winds up just an incomplete pass, though.
22-yard line.
2nd and 10.
18, Rodgers. 8, let's go. 70, Timberwolf. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's good for a Lions first down.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
2nd and 4. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Here we go,
And
here we
the
go.
Lions, first
60
down.
Eagles, 19 Lions.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Jameson Williams
With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Lions 45, Browns 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready,
The
set.
Browns drive about to get started.
Ready. 70 Lions. Go.
Throwing to start the drive. Blackman. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Aiden Hutchinson
In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Ready.
Off play action. Blackman.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
It's now 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. And that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list.
And the Lions have opened the lead up to 30.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Deommodore Lenoir.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sutton. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
And a sack. They'll get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. On play action, they'll throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the postmortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah.
A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night.
And the Lions get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
66, Browns 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. Rig alert. Rig. Panther 60. Panthers.
Off the play fake. Blackman. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
That's good for our Lions.
60 back.
A gain of 26 yards.
Cut back team.
First down, Detroit.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Detroit Lions. First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Second down and a yard.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Blackman. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Open man, and again it's Sutton. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2nd and 15.
That went out wide and intercepted.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment?
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. That huge
huge loss on the sack. Makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, they got him again. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Come on. Hey. Cowboy 80. Mustang 19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here comes the Lions punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here. He's to the 15.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 73 yards.
And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Let's go now.
And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart in points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback in a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Looking to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. R.J. Harvey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Browns 35.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
You just kind of feel for the defense right now, this deficit. They have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. Oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
Ready? Johnny Lions.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Intercepted. The Browns take over first and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Warrior 70.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
At the 5-yard line.
19 Lions. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Torrey Horton, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter.
Point after try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Browns 35.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. They'll look to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hawks set, Panther 11, Panther, hut.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. 4th down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
They'll
try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. And my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
He finds his man complete. It's Horton. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
60 Maverick.
In motion goes the tight end.
Buffalo 18.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
39 yards. That's good.
Cup 19.
First down. A 39-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Lions.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Mustang, 70 Lions, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
70 Timberwolves. Warriors 70. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That is caught. It's Williams. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now they'll change things up.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18 Pioneer. Go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Throwing outside, there's Schwartz with it.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
19 Lions. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Stop below 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Check smash. Check smash. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
23 yards on the play.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
First and 10 at the 30.
Back to throw now on first down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
It's Brian Branch with it.
Well, Cardinal, I'm going to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19. Check go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
At the 25-yard line.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Warriors 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
60 Maverick. Here we go. Set.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Detroit, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.